Hello, and thank you for clicking on this video. In this video, I'm going to teach you or introduce you to WPbakery or WP Page Builder. WP Page Builder is a plugin that we use to create great WordPress website pages such as this. So by the end of this video, you'll be able to create responsive pages that will be responsive on both mobile and computer, such as this, using WP Page Bakery. I'll go ahead and introduce you to Revolutionary Slider, which is a plugin that we use to create great slides such as this one. So by the end of this video, you'll be able to create your slides for your WordPress website, such as that one that you see, such as this one, using the Revolution Slider. So you have a lot to cover in this video. Let's get started because we have a lot to cover. So all these slides and the rest content, we are going to cover them in this video. So we have a lot to cover. Let's get started. Hello and welcome back to a video tutorial series on how to create websites using WordPress. You're still with me, Muhindo Mbarak, as your tutor, and today we shall begin straight away from WP Page Bakery or Page Builder. So what is a WP Page Builder or Page Bakery? It is a plugin that enables us to design great WordPress pages like these ones. You can ask yourself, how did we come up with such a great and responsive website page or WordPress page? How did we do it? So to do it, you need to enhance your WordPress with a plugin, okay, to create such great responsive websites. So you need to add more ability to your WordPress website in order to make such a great responsive and good looking page. With WordPress alone, without any extra plugin, you may not manage to do it. So today we are going to learn those different plugins that we can use to create wonderful pages. So we have two famous plugins that we use to create wonderful pages. Among the most famous, we have Elementor. We have one called Elementor CSS, or you can call it Elementor Pro. So that Elementor, we use it to create to create also WordPress pages. This logo. So it is for sale. We use this one to create WordPress pages that are really responsive. We have another one is called WP Page Bakery. Okay, WP Page Builder or Page Bakery. All of them is the same. Page Builder, Page Bakery is this one. So there are two. Those are the two most leading plugins that we use to create great WordPress website pages. So this is the second one here. Okay, I can it's also for sale, and its logo. What is its logo? I cannot see its logo. Its logo is always this one. This one that you can see here. So you can see its crash video. There are crash videos here. Okay, it's here. So you can see how it does things. Okay. So that's one visual composer that we use to create a great website. And another one is Elementor CSS. So this one. So those are the two leading ones. So there are others, but these are the two most leading: the Elementor and then the WP Page Bakery or WP Page Builder. So you have these two. Today we are going to look at this one, how we create websites with this one, and then on another day we shall look how to use the Elementor Page Builder. So without wasting time, let's get started. First of all, it doesn't mean that every theme that you use will support it. Some themes support it and some themes don't support. So different themes support different page builders. Our theme is supports WP Page Bakery. So without wasting time, we are going to begin with WP Page Bakery, and on another class we shall look at what? At Elementor CSS. So to get the WPbakery, you need to have to purchase it, but they also have free versions. If you come to download, you'll find free version. But it's good chance our theme came with that plugin. And if you come to the dashboard of our website, and then you come to the plugins, you'll see that you have WP Page Builder. It is here, WPbakery or Page Builder. So other themes if it has Elementor, it will also come with a basic part of the Elementor. So you can see our WP Page Builder plugins already installed in. So if I deactivate this WP Page Builder, let me first activate this WP Page Builder plugin and you see what's going to happen. If I deactivate it, because this theme depends on this WP Page Builder, it will give me a warning here. You can see they already give me a warning that if we need this theme to perform properly, I should begin by activating WP Page Builder. Can you see? Begin by activating the WP Page Builder is among the required plugin. You can see here it is inactive. So they say that if we need our theme to work properly, I should first activate it. But and if I don't activate it, and let me visit the website itself and let us see how it will look like. It will look disorganized like this. Can you see? These things are meaningless, these things are meaningless, and these things are meaningless. And it means that we just have some pieces of code that don't have meaning. So it is WP Page Builder that will translate those pieces of code into a meaningful page. So it is WP Page Builder that will make this that will create for us these meaningless code. I can call them meaningless because we don't understand them. It is the one that will create them, and it is the one that will do what? That will interpret them into a good responsive website. So the only thing that we have to do is to activate the WP Page Builder so that we should be able to interpret these pieces of code that we can see here. So I'll come back and activate the WP Page Builder because the theme was already warning that if you want to perform properly, or if you want your website to perform properly, you should activate WP Page Builder. So when I activate it and I come and refresh my website, then you see these meaningless code. They have been turned into a meaningful pieces of part of my website. You see this thing had disappeared. Okay, so in simple terms, WP Page Builder, we use it to create responsive and good looking pages. Likewise, Elementor CSS will also use it to create great pages. So it depends on a theme which one it uses. Some themes support both, some themes support one of them, and some themes support none of them. But great themes these days today, they use WP Page Builder. So without wasting much time, I'm going to cover the basics of WP Page Builder. But if you want to learn more about WP Page Builder, I'll give you a link of a playlist video where you can follow and go and learn more about WP Page Builder. So what I'm going to do at this moment, I'm going to first go to my pages that I have. So if I click on pages, you remember when we imported our demo content, it imported all these pages. You can see there are around 132 pages that were imported. So we don't use some and we use some. So that is that's the advantage of demo pages. Of demo content of premium themes. Otherwise, if we didn't use the premium theme, we couldn't be able to import demo content. And if we don't import demo content, it means that we had to create these all pages by ourselves. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to teach you basics, not advanced, but basics of WP Page Builder. So to do that, I'm going to create just a simple page, and I'll simply come here and click on add new page. I can either come here to create new page, or I simply click here on add new page in order to create my first page of WP Page Builder. So I click on add new page, and it will process and then bring me a place where I can create page art. And here we are. Okay, so when I want to create a page, first of all, according to a theme, you will have different settings that you may need to set here. For example, if you want to expand the categories on this page, and here what I mean, these are the categories. Can you see? If you want these to be expanded, you have to enable this one. Don't memorize that every theme has these settings, but some themes they have settings, some they don't have, some have more, some have less. So this theme they have setting like this one. If you want these categories to be expanded always, you have to enable this. If you have a custom header that you want to put a specific header, you can enable it from here. You have some basic setting that you may set here, okay? But that's not our main point today. Our main point today is to look at what are the basics of WP Page Builder. And to do that, you can see this is just a WordPress page creator, the one that we use to create WordPress pages. If you still remember, this is the one that we use to create WordPress pages at this point, okay? But I wish you should know that there is something extra here. Can you see this WP Page Bakery or WP Bakery Page Builder? This menu was not there before, but if you have the plugin, you'll have this option here. So this option says that instead of you creating your website, your page using plain WordPress, you can as well create the page using WP Page Bakery. So instead of us creating the WordPress page like the way we did before, if you still remember, I believe you still do, and then we can as well use WP Page Builder. So I can either first create my link, or I first create the title. Let me create this title as one example. I'm just using this as an example, so this page is not meaningful, but I'll use it just to practice any different examples. So I put here one example, but when you create your pages, create meaningful pages. So I'll first publish this page if I want to. So if I publish it, then it means that we shall have a what? We shall have a link, so I can view this page. Or if we come here to pages, to our pages, we'll be able to see what? To see the page. So this is how our page look like. One example. So we can set different things. You see, it is having a title, but if we don't want to have this title, we can disable it here. For example, you see the option here for hiding the title. Text color, page title size, page title, disable page title. See, so if I disable this page title, if I don't want to see this, you see, most of our pages we don't have that title. So if I don't want to see it, I'll have to disable this page title here, and then if I update it, what is the update? If I update it and come and refresh, then you see that this title won't be there. I hope so. So if I refresh, I hope it has finished updating this side. Now if I come and refresh, you see the title has gone. Okay, but we still have this footer, we still have this menu here on this side. We can disable all those things. I don't know, let me see how you can disable. For example, I don't want this sidebar. I don't want this sidebar. So if I don't want it, let me see where we can disable it at. Sidebar. So you see here, sidebar. So if I don't want a sidebar, I think I click here without. Okay, so I put without and I update. I don't want sidebar, I want to have full control over my page. So if I come and refresh, boom, I think the sidebar has gone. We are just having the footer. Okay, so without wasting much time, we have created just our simple page, and this simple page is just some title and then some settings like disabling something that we don't need. I think we can even disable the footer. You see this footer, this thing, if we don't want it, we can as well disable it here. Can you see disable footer? If I disable footer, disable pre-footer, I think preloaded footer, if I disable this one, let us see what will disappear. Let us disable preloaded footer. Did you update though? Let us disable preloaded footer. If you want to disable the preloaded footer and update, let us see what will disappear, because every theme has its own way, so I don't know exactly what is going to disappear, so we'll have to test each. So if you want to have full control all over your pages, you may disable the title, you may disable the sidebar, you can put the sidebar on left and right, just depends on your interest. So it is loading a little bit slow. I don't know why. Let me press enter again, and then to load. So slow. I don't know why it's causing that. Okay, so in simple terms, that's how we set the page. But remember, this is just a basic website, WordPress page. Okay, how we create WordPress page. But we have not gone to WP Page Builder. So let us now go to WP Page Builder and see things how it look like. So instead of using this editor of WordPress, we call it Gutenberg editor. Instead of using this one, Gutenberg editor, we are going to use the WP Page Builder. So I'll simply click on WP Page Builder here. So by clicking there, it will take us to another place. Oh, why is my internet slow? I don't know. I'll click here, WP Page Builder, to load. Let me fix this problem, why the internet is slow. So my internet was having some issues. So I clicked on that menu of WP Page Builder to use it as a page builder, and I was able to get this. Okay, so I was able to get this. So WP Page Builder has two sides. One side is called back-end editor, and the other side is called front end editor. So we're going to begin with the back end editor, and then as we proceed we shall look at the front end editor. So I'm going to choose back end editor. So to click on back end editor, I'll be able to get this. Okay, can you see this? So this is mean that WP Page Builder has kicked in, so you can start using it. I can even make it to be in full screen, or I can make it to be in smaller screen, and then I can also use front end. But this moment we are going to use just back end. We can again switch back to the classic editor of WordPress by simply clicking here. So let me make it full screen, and so that you should have full focus on a WP Page Builder, and then to collapse this and then collapse all the things that were on top, that you should have full control all over all over a page. Now let us look at different features of WP Page Builder. We have here their logo. Okay, so if you click here, they'll take you to their website, where you can find the examples and tutorials and everything about the WP Page Builder. It is just $45 to buy a new one. We have this plus. So this plus, we'll use it to add elements. When you need to create an element, you shall be using this plus. Okay, so to close this one, this dialog box, you simply click here, and then the dialog box will go. We have templates, in case you need templates. That templates, these are parts of our page, or the parts of a page that are already created, and then we can reuse them. Can you see this one? So if you click on add this template, we can either preview it to see how it will look like before we add it, or we download it and click on add template, and then we can be able to use it. My template, these are templates that you have already downloaded, and then you have a template library, the one that you may need to download from WP Page Builder. So here templates, we shall not focus there because these are just preloaded pages, parts of the pages inside the WP Page Builder. So that was template. Then you have this one, undo. So if you do an action by accident and you want to redo it, you can undo it at this point. and you can, and if you want to undo it, you can do it at this point. And if you undo an action by accident and then you want to redo it, you can redo it using this icon or this action. You can toggle back from full screen using this one. And then we have here another important button, which is for settings. So if you click settings, you can say the basic page information, such as the CSS and everything about the page. Then if you toggle out, if you remove this and put it back, we have more things that you can set here. Okay, using the settings, then you can write here the extra CSS or extra style that you may need to work on this particular page. So in simple terms, I'll go back to the full screen, and we have this one. So before you add any element, you have this plus here, or a text, add a text box, or here you add a template in case you have some installed already. So what you're going to do first, you're going to add a simple text box. So to add a simple text box, you can simply click here, and then you'll get a simple text box. But before you add a simple text box, you need a structure for your page. You need a structure for your page so that the content inside your page should be organized. So the most popular and the most structure that we always use here is the rows by column, the row and column element, or a structure, element of a structure. Those who know Bootstrap, they'll know what is meant by rows and columns. But if you don't know Bootstrap, still no worries. We're going to explain it all here. You don't need to know about it, programming. So we're going to add our first element, which is to help us to create a structure. So to create a structure, you can either click on add element or click on this plus, like the one I told you before. So if I click on this plus, I'll see a contact form. These are elements. I'll see different elements that I can use. Okay, these are different elements that we can use. So these elements, they are grouped into content. So if you want content, elements related to a content, you click here, and then you see elements related to content, such as row, text box, a section, an icon, a separator, a single image, etc. These are just a content element that you can do that you can add inside our page. We have social. These are social media links. You have structures, the one that you can use to do to create structures such as HTML and sidebars. We have WordPress widgets. These are the widgets of WordPress that you can do that you can add in our WordPress page. And then we have theme elements. These are elements of the theme that we can reuse. Remember, everything here, it is built by element. Each one here you see is an element. So we have theme elements. These are elements that came with our theme. So according to a theme, it will ship it, or it will bring you different elements. For example, if you download a news theme, it will come with its own element. If you download an e-commerce theme like this one, it will also come with its own element. So don't expect the e-commerce theme to come with the news themes. Don't expect non-profit business theme to come with a news theme or an e-commerce theme. E-commerce to come with e-commerce elements or with news elements. No. So this one, they'll also give you the different elements for the theme. So you have here WooCommerce elements. These are the elements that come with WooCommerce. Okay, and then you can learn one by one. You can look at them each by each. And then you have these deprecated elements. These are elements that are old and are no longer used, and they don't recommend you to do to use them. These are deprecated elements, and if you want to see all of them, you just simply click here. So that's how elements are organized. So let us create our first element. Just like what I told you, we shall begin by structuring our page. So I'm going to simply click here on add, and then to structure page, you begin with the row. Okay, you begin with a row. So if I click on a row, they'll create for me a simple row here, and then this row comes with a different option. The first option is this one, customize. So this customize the row columns. In a row, then we shall have to add the columns. So these columns, we can use them to divide them into different sizes. For example, if you want a single column, that's a single column like this, then you shall have to leave it the way it is. We just add an element. But if you want to divide it into two columns, you see, we shall have to divide it here half. You see, how do I get that? By simply clicking, moving my mouse over here, and then I'll see different options. So if I click here, it will divide it into half. So one side half and another side half. Then if I divide it, if I click here, then it will divide into 3, using a third each equally. Here you'll see I'll use a quarter, and then I'll have 4 different sections. If I use this one, I'll have a quarter to 3/4, you see. So these are different structures that we can take. For example, if I take this one, you see my page has been divided into 2. So I mean that I can add here one element, and here I will add another element. If I change my mind, I can still come and change. Maybe I want to divide it to 2, 3, 3. Okay. If I click here, there'll be 3, 3, 3, as you can see. So you see, if we change our structure into 3 sections, then it means that we shall have 3 different fields that you can fill in. You can again change if you want to. For example, you can change to this ratio, or you can even create your own ones. You can even change this one, but you can divide, or you can divide and make sure that it is totaling to what? To 1. The total must be 1. For example, you can put here a quarter, and then here a half. So I'll come up with this kind of structure. Can you see when I update, I'll have this kind of structure. Okay, so let me keep it simple. I'm going to create just a 3 structured page. So if I put here a third, then I have this full row. So this row that I've created here, there's no any element there. There's no any element, but it will help us to organize our elements. For example, if I want to add here an element, I'll simply click on this plus in this row, and then I'll be able to add an element there. So if I click on this plus here, then I'll be able to add elements, those elements that we are talking about. You remember them. Among the elements, you have text element. So text block. Let me look for a text block. Where is it? It is always on top here. Text block. So this text block will enable me to type my text here. So they'll bring me another part where I can type my text. So I can say, I can type here something, and they'll bring me this pop-up. Okay. So this pop-up, I can highlight something and I bold it. You see, they give me just a simple editor where I can create a list. I can type anything. I can bold. I can put something in italics. I can create a link. I can do anything, a lot of things. I can change the color. I can. I have like almost full control of the text I want to create. Okay. Then it has the text and the visual part. So this visual part is like when you know HTML and you want to write the HTML, so you can do that. The text part, you can write the HTML itself. A visual part, you will just be guided with these different elements that you can use. You can create a link. You see this link is here, so if you put a link here, and it's maybe if it's an link within, I can use that one. We already did this before, okay, using WordPress. So after I do this, I can add the animation, how it should be, how it should appear when it is introduced in the page, whether it should bounce, whether it should just appear from the left. Okay, I can add this animation here. I can give this one an ID in case I want to write a CSS. Those who know basics of CSS, I can give this element a CSS ID, so that here on top here I can write the CSS targeting it using the ID. I can give it as well a class here, a class. I can change the color, whether it should be in a light mode or dark mode. I'll keep this one inherit, that it should use just a default color. I can change this text, whether they should be larger or they should not be larger. Okay, so I can do a lot of things just with this simple element. But remember, all these things that you're doing here, all of them they are just enclosed for this single element. So we have full control on what we want to do, compared to the block editor of WordPress. We are limited, in fact. Okay, so if I come here to design, there are more things that we shall look at here in the designing, but at this time I'll keep it simple. Okay, so if I say save, then this element will be updated here. Okay, if I say save, this element will be updated here. I can add here another element. For example, I can add another element. I can add another text box. Okay, so text box, when I click on plus, sorry, let me close, I click on a row. That was a mistake. So you can do what you can. If you see, if you do a mistake, you can click on this plus, okay, to delete it. Click on delete and then it will go. Okay, so if I click on this plus, I'll be able to add another text block, and then this is the default text block that I come with. Then I can also maybe highlight all of them, bold it, and then save. Then this element will be here. So if I move my mouse over here, I'll see a pane or some kind of editor. So this kind of editor will enable me to do what to edit. But before I come back there, let us add here another element so that they should balance. So I'll add here another text block, and then you can see I'm going to have 3 different text blocks. I can even copy this and paste it. I can delete it if I want and put my own. So if I save, and you see here I have a little larger text block. So let me update. To update, you simply click here on update, then it will do what? It will start updating your page. But what I've done, I've opened this page in a new tab here on this tab. Okay, so you can also as well open it in a new tab, so that you'll be refreshing. As you see, after you update, you refresh and you see how your content look like. Remember, I disable the footer and everything so that I should be focused on what I'm doing. So you can see, you can even disable this copyright stuff. I even collapsed this menu. So you can see I have 3 different separate columns. That is the structure that we created here. Can you just remember here? So I have 3 separate columns with different elements here. So if I reduce my browser, you see it is responsive. When I'm on a smaller device, it will reduce, and then it will make each to be on one column. So you can see that beauty, and I hope you've understood that. So it would be hard to use block editor to create such a responsive feature of our website. Now if I come back, let us look at more things that we can do with editor first. Before we go to more elements, let us first look at different things that we can do with editor. So let me expand it so that we should have we should be focused on what we are doing. So we looked at this one, and then we had this one that controls controls the elements, and then we have the plus that will add another column. In case you want another column here, you can simply click on this plus, and you see another column will be added to here. Okay, I can undo. So to undo, to wrap the previous action. So if I click here, it will be undone. So I hope you have understood that. Now let us also look at what has been created here. So here we can see there's a plus. So this one will prepend another column here. So it will prepend another block. In case you want to add another block next to it in the same column, I can use this plus and maybe I'll add another text. So this text will be added next to this one, but you can see they are separate text. They are in the same column but separate. That is the use of this simple plus. So I can use it to edit. You see, when I move my mouse over here, they are separate. So that is this plus. So this plus will be used to do what? To edit the column. So if I click here, I can change the column the column settings. That is the plus on top here. Can you see this plus here? I hope you can see it clearly. So if I click on it, I'll be able to do what? To modify information on this column. For example, if I want to put a background, I can click here on a background, and then I'll put the background video. For example, a video using the background video. Okay, so if I click here, by default they'll put for me this background video. So if I save and I update, I'll see this text will have a what? Will have a background video. So without wasting much time, I'll not do it. Let me go back to full video. I'll not you can you see we have a text here, and in the background there is a YouTube video. So we did that simply by simply clicking on this plus on this, and then we came here to modify everything about this column. So you have to click on this plus to modify everything about this column. If you want to delete this column, you click on this close. So if you click here, you'll see just some simple steps. For example, if you want to put a background, you see this beautiful background that we have put here. Can you see that? We put that one by just simply clicking here on modifying. Then this column we're trying to modify it. So I'll remove the video, but if you want it, then you can put it, then you can make it parallax or not. I'll disable it. So you have to come and practice more. I'll not show you everything, but you have to come and practice more. If you want to put any CSS, I mean how it should be introduced when you log in the animation, you put it here, the ID and everything here. Then you have design option. This design option will enable you to set the paddings on left, right and top and bottom. Padding is how the content should be far from the borders of that column. So if you want this content to be maybe far by 16 pixels, then I'll put 16 pixels here. You see, when I click on save, it means that on the bottom this content will be spaced by 16 pixels. So if you come here on design, we can set the spacing, okay, the spacing, the margin, and if you want to put also the borders, you can also set the borders at this point. You can set the background color in case you want to put the background on this column. You can set this background here. I hope you're getting it, and you should also try it. Just do it now, because I believe in seeing and practicing. Don't just watch it until it ends and then, or you can first watch and then after watching again you rewatch as you're practicing. That's also another strategy, but don't just watch without practicing. That doesn't work for me. I hope you too. So I can change the background. I can put the image using that. I can change the whether it should be a cover and all the rest, the background. You remember the cover. I can change the responsiveness, whether it should be displayed on a mobile screen or it should not. I can change, you see, on mobile screen. For example, if I want to hide it on mobile screen, for example, if I want this one, I don't want to appear on the mobile screen, I can hide it here. Then you see, hide on device. So if I hide it, then it will be hidden on a mobile screen. If I want to hide it on a big screen, I can hide it here. So I'll keep it simple, not hide it anywhere. I can change the size, how it should be, the size it should take on a mobile size. I can change the size it should take on an iPad. I can change the size it should take on a what? The size it should take on laptop as well as desktop. So we can change all these here, okay? The width and the offset, all of them here, and the hiding and unhiding, we can change them from here. How did you reach here? We simply click on this edit this column, edit this column icon, and then we were able to get this dialog box. And when you got this dialog box, then you had these tabs, and when we were able to reach on this responsiveness, you can even change how the width of a column. Then we would mat the theme, it gives us more extra settings. Wow, so not every theme gives you extra settings. So this theme gives us extra settings. For example, background position, how far, which position the background should take, whether you want to disable the background on a mobile device or you want to enable it. All these things you can set them at this point, okay? Then when you finish, you do what? You click on save, and then those action will be taken here. So what I've explained here, you can do it as well on this column, and you can do it as well on this column. So that's how we modify it. But we still have, you can also do if you want to do the same action on the whole row. Remember here it was per column, per column, per column. So if you want to do those actions on a whole row, there's another option here. Can you see? You can collapse it and you can expand it using this one. I've not shown it to you. So if you want to do the whole action, the action on the whole row, you have to use this edit this row. You see, this one is edit this column, so it means that that action will be taken to that particular column. But if you want to edit the whole row, then you have to click on this edit row, and then you'll be given almost the same designs and same options. And if you're writing using Arabic, then you have to put this one that will be like in form of Arabic, left to right. Okay, we call it right to left. Then you have design options, just like the one that we had for columns. If you want to add even an image as a background, you simply click here, and then you can select a certain image, and that image will be a background of all the thing, of all the what, or the, for example, if I select this that black background and I save it, then mean that you will see here a background as a what, as a background of the whole column. Then again, if I click on this one, I'll be able to see what, to see other option. Even Woodmat gives us more option on how to set this column. So I'll close it. Okay, so that's how we use the edit part. You can edit a column, you can edit the whole what, the whole row. So you want to put a background, then you have to come back there. I can change if the background should be in a form of a color. So if I put, maybe you should have black color background or red color background, or green color background, and I save, then you see that and if I update, then it means that the whole row will have a green color what, green color background. So if I come back, there are more settings that you can come and play with here on design, the padding and the what, and the height and the rest. So after doing that, we come to other thing here, duplicate or clone a column. So this duplicate column, it helps us to do things in a very faster way. For example, if I don't want to repeat myself, I want to maintain the same structure and the same content, I can duplicate this. So to duplicate it, you simply click here on clone this row. So if I click clone this row, you see the same content that we had here have been copied and pasted here. So you can just simply change. If I want to undo, I click here, and then it will delete all the whole action that I did. If I want to redo, I click here, then to do the action that I did before again. So I can as well duplicate this row. I mean this column. You see, this one is for a row. If I delete this row, I use this X, then to delete the whole row. For example, if I click here, they'll warn me, and then to go. If I want to bring it back, I click on undo, it will come back. Okay, so this X will delete the whole row. This X will delete this particular column. I can now, you see, that's all about the what, the row. Now let's come again back to the what, to the elements or the columns. So if I move my mouse over here, I will see this the name of this element and a pane that will enable me to edit, and a X. This X will close. So this clone, of course, will duplicate this particular element. So if I click on it, you see it will duplicate another copy here. So I have two of them, and if I have to control both of them if I want to. So that is about the duplicate. This one's for duplicating the column, I mean the row. This is duplicating an element inside the what, inside the column. And this one, it shows the name of the what, of the element. So if I click on this plus, it will, I mean this edit, it will give us again another dialog box that will give us a chance to edit the element that are inside that dialog box. Can you see? I'm able to do what? To edit that element that we're having before. Maybe I can even change the what? Change the color. Sometimes I can change them maybe to paragraphs 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3, or heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. For example, I can change this one to maybe heading. How do I change heading? Can you see? Then all of it is heading. If I want to undo, I simply click here, and then to undo all. So if I want to duplicate, I simply click here and then to duplicate. If I click on this plus, it will give me a chance. It will give me a chance to do what? To edit again. So if I edit, maybe I change it to a quote. Maybe I can center all. I can write links. I can put the read more button. You can come and play with all this here. So if I save, you see this one has been centered, and this action has been taken only to this particular element. Okay, so you have full control, almost full control to our content compared to the block editor of WordPress, and we have this full control by the power of our what? Of WPbakery. WPbakery, anyway, it has also its settings here. You can come and play with this setting. We have this one by the power of WPbakery page builder, which is the what? Which is the plugin. Okay, you know by the meaning of plugin. Otherwise, if you don't have this plugin, then you cannot be able to do such great things. We have another plugin called Elementor. We shall also look at it another day. So if I update this one and I come and refresh, let us see what we've made so far. I remember, so you can see we remove the background and we put this. Can you see that introduction part of how the animation? Can you see it's bouncing, and this one pops up in like this. Okay, so that was the what? The animation that we set. And these are the columns that I duplicated, and these are the double text. This is just one column. These are different column. I mean, this is just one element. These are different elements, and then you can see how they're spaced. So that's how the basic information about WP Page Builder. So let us look a little more about WP Page Builder. Assume that I want to add another row. I can add another row by simply clicking on this plus. But before I add another row, there is another thing that I would like to show you, is the drag and drop. If I want to move this over here, I move my mouse over the element and then I long press. Okay, I click and then long press. I can move it on top. You see, it has been shifted. I can as well move it to another place. Can you see? I can shift it. So it is that simple. We just do things and we just use drag and drop. Can you see? I've put it here. I can move this one bar to this side. Can you see? I've exchanged them. Okay, using just drag and drop. So if I update, you'll see that something that was here has come here and something that was here has come here, using the drag and drop. So if I want to add another column, you simply click on this column and then on this one, and then you'll be able to add another column. But remember, another element. But remember, what I'm adding, it is outside the rows. It is not inside any row. So I have to create another row in case I want to add more elements outside this row. So for my things to be organized, so I click on this and then I click on a row. Then I have this row and I have to divide it according to what I want. So maybe I want these two. So I have two things. Now, when I want to add element here, this was just text block to explain to you how the basic information about the WP Page Builder. Now, if I want to, let's look at other elements. So if I click on this plus, we have all these elements. All these are elements. All these are elements. Okay, we have contact 7. You can use it for forms. We have the row. We already know this. We have the text builder. This one we already know them. We have the icon. This icon is in case you want to introduce and certain, would put an icon into your website. You can use this icon and then it will come also with its own settings. We have this separator. I will not show you all of them. No, I'll not show you all of them, but you can come and play with all of them, okay, and understand how all of them they work. We have this zigzag separator. We have separator. We have message box info. Okay, let us look at this message box info. So if I click on message box info, then it will be organized and placed here. Okay, can you see? It will be organized and placed here. So you can see it comes with also its own dialog box that will be used to do what, to set it. Let me expand this so that we should have full control. So what does it say? We can choose the custom message, whether it is warning message, error message, text message, any kind of message. So if you want to communicate a certain message, you can maybe it's information message, maybe it's a warning message. When I change here, the color is changing. Maybe it's an error message, maybe it's WordPress classic message. Okay, maybe custom message. I can info message. Standard, maybe it is solid color, solid and icon. Shape, I can choose the shape. Maybe it should be rounded. Okay, I can choose the library of icons that I want to use. We have different icons that people may want to use. Maybe I want to have a certain message. So I can choose maybe crypto icon. You have different icons that you can use here. I can change the icon that I want to add on this message. For example, if I want to add this love message, then heart icon, and then I can put if I want to communicate something to my customer, I can write the message here itself, maybe corona message, COVID-19 message, etc. You have seen these messages on different websites today, sensitizing people. So that is a what? Message box. We can change also its designs. Designs are almost the same. Fun to give it background and all the rest. Okay, so after I save, so I'll have this message. Can you see this love message? This love icon with the what? With the one. And also it is also respectively in this particular column. It will not go to this column. That's why I told you that we need a what? We need structures. Okay, we need structures of what? Of different columns. I mean of a row, and then after dividing a row to a number of structures that we want, then we do what? We enter our elements inside the what? Inside the row. So if I divide this one again into 3, then I'll have this one here, and then I can add here. If I want to make it 1, so I just put here, then you see it will spend 100% of the container that I have. So if I put 3, then I'll have 333. So I can add here another element. That was message element. We have this one. Where are we? Message element. You have Hoover box. So come and play with all of them. Me already know them, but to save time, I'll not show you all of them. So come and play with all of them. And these ones that you see up to here, this one, they are all existing in all themes. They are just for WordPress. Okay. These one that you see, these black ones, they are just coming with a theme. This one, they come with the WooCommerce plugin, and this one come with just WP page builder. So among them we have Hoverbox. Let us look at some how it looks like. So come and play with them, Come and play with them. Just be free, play with them and know them. So if I click on this plus, this one I'll be able to add an image. So maybe I should add this image. Okay, and we see how it will bring, what it will bring to us. Then if I say save, then this image will come here. I can delete it. I can change the primary text, what I want to have in the primary text. I can change the alignment, whether it should be centered or not. I can change the width. I can change the alignment. I can change the reverse, and I can add my also CSS style. I can add the ID. I can add the name of this element. I can change the hover element. What when someone moves the mouse, what should we look like, and etc. All the things I can put there. So if I save, and if I update this website, you will see what is meant by a hover element when you come to the website. Let us look at another element. Let us look at another element. Let us look at the Facebook element. You can play with that Facebook element and see how it will look like. Maybe this will bring you Facebook buttons that will connect your website with your page, with your Facebook page. So they are all elements. Come and play with them. Frequently asked question element, single image element. This one we may need it. Okay, image gallery, image carousel. Those are images which are having steps. We have the tour element. Come and play with all these elements. You can even add a video. Let me add a video element. So if I click on the video element, they'll ask me if I want to put a title of this element. I want to have it a title. To give it a title, I can give it a title. Then if it's a Vimeo video, I'll put here a Vimeo video link, or if it's a YouTube link, I can put it here. So you see, the video can either be Vimeo or a YouTube video. So I can set it here, and then if it's a YouTube video, I can add it here, and then I can do the rest design settings that we already have. These are just repetitively. So I can set its width 100%, aspect ratio, etc. So if it's a YouTube video, I can just get my YouTube video link. You already know this, how to embed the video, and then it will do what? To embed the video there. So if I save, it will have there a video player. Let me add one more row as we are looking at more of them. I'll click here. So that's another structure. Then I click here, and then just look at more elements. Let us look at the tab element. Come and play with it. The button, you want to create a button, you can put a button here. You want to put a Google map. You want to put a Google map inside your website. you can use this one. You've seen the website, I have Google Maps, so you can use this one to put a Google Map. You want to put HTML, you want to write your own HTML and put it in inside your website, you can use this one. You want to put the Flickr widget or post inside your website, you can use that one. You want to put the progress bars. You've seen those progress bars that shows the progress of different features of your website, of your profile inside the website, you can use this one. You want to put a chart, a pie chart inside your website, you can use this element, a rounded chart. You can use any of these ones. Let us look at for example, what, a YouTube, okay, a Google Map. So if I click here, then this element of Google Map will come here, and then they'll bring me settings that I can use to send my Google Map. So if I want to get a certain Google Map, I go and copy the specific Google Map, and I copy the share. You click on share, and then you click on embed, and then you copy the map, the content, and come and paste it here, and then your website will have the Google Map installed, or will appear on this part that you put it. Let me put another element, image. I've not looked at image, so if I want to put a single image, I simply click here on single image, and then by clicking on single image, if I want to give it a title, I can give it a title, and then I click on here image itself. So when I click on this plus, that will take me to my image library, and I can select this particular image that I want to appear on that place. So if I put this image and then I say insert, then this image will do what? Will be set, and I click on save, then this image will be set in this part. If I want to add another element here, just simply click there. Which element should we add? I want us to look at these elements later after we have refreshed our page. So which element? Facebook like pages, like etc. Other elements, what should I put? Post slider, accordion, frequently asked questions. So if you put there frequently asked question, come and play with all of these ones. Okay, we can put here a question, a title of that, and then the questions. How do you do this? You simply put the question there. Let me see, I don't know how to use this one though. The question will come here, I think, and then the answer will come here. There's another one where you add another more, but here I cannot see it. That's why I'm kind of confused. I think that one you find it in Coroso. This is something different. Let me close this one and add another element here. You have this what to call accordion. Accordion. So this accordion is the one that will have section 1, section 2, and someone can collapse and expand them. Let me update, and then let me come and refresh and see how elements look like. So that's how things look like. So you see, this is a simple page that you have created, but you can create a better page than this. I would do so, but I just want us to explore different things. That's why I try many things at once. So also this image, it has come as a thumbnail image. You can set it to a full image by simply clicking on this image element, and then you come here to, you see, you have different image sizes. Here it is a thumbnail. So if I want a full image, I'll have to call to do what? To change. You see here the different options. Okay, so if I write the word full here and then update it, then this image will be what? In full size, other than a thumbnail like the way it had come before. Can you see? I have it in a full size. Okay, so that's this is the hover element that I was talking about. Move over it, and then it will bring you the background. This is the video. It can either be any YouTube video, any other thing. This is the accordion. You can expand. This is a frequently asked question. You can expand this accordion if you want. You can put different elements inside the what? Inside the accordion. And this is the image that we did. And this is our Google map that we did what? That we placed. So I was just doing that to show you different things that you can use inside the what? Inside the WordPress WP page builder. Otherwise, you can do a lot, and you can create great pages like the one we have been seeing inside the what? Inside our website using the WP page builder. So if I update, and then this website, this page will be changed in that format like the way we see here. Okay, Now I can I can move my mouse. I mean, I can move this one to this side. I can move this column and make it be on top. That is also possible. For example, I can add here an empty row, and then I move this row to be on top if I want. Can you see? That's how you move. You just click here and long and drag and drop it somewhere where you want it, the position that you want. So I'll not go so much deep, but I'll put a link of the video that in case you want to go deep, and I recommend you to go deep about WP Builder, you can come and you can follow that link and then learn more about WP Builder. Now let us look at the WooMat elements. We shall not look at them, but let us look at just 3. Okay, then after looking at 3, we shall go and look at other things. Okay, so WooMat elements. So of course, let's first divide this into what you want. Maybe okay, let us keep it just 2. We can keep it we can keep it as full, no problem. So if we click on plus, we shall see the WooMat elements. You see they are here, theme elements. Okay, the black ones. So according to a theme, they will choose their own color. Or I can click on all, and then you see all of them, they're grouped somewhere. Okay, so if I come here, WordPress, these are WordPress elements. If I come here, I'll look at the WooMat templates. Or WooMat elements. We have the 360-degree view. So this one, maybe it will show us images 360. So come and play with all of them. I'll not show you all of them, but I'll show you some. Ajax products tabs. This one will show us products in a certain tab. That you can filter using a tab, using tabs. We have here search, Ajax search, that will automatically search. So if you want to put a search in a certain part of our website, you can use this one. But this one, they come with a theme. Animated counter, we have author area, we have promo banner. If you want to advertise something, you can add it here. You can use this element to advertise something. We have banners, Coroso, the elements that will go inside, that will have a sliders. Okay, slider. We have a blog. This will bring blog posts in. I think I've not used all of them. Okay, so I recommend you to use each of them so that you should know, because if you use them more and you learn more and you get more knowledge. Okay, but to save time, I will not use all of them. Let us just concentrated on some. Portfolio, section, title, etc. You can just come and practice all of them so that you should know different capabilities of the WooMat theme. Instagram products, Google Map, it also give you Google Map, image hotspot, etc. So let me come on Ajax product tab. If I click on Ajax product tab, to load us, and then it will show us different settings that you can have. So here we have layouts. Maybe which kind of layout that we want. Would you want this layout or this layout or this layout? I'll leave this one. Then I come to general settings. If I want to put a title, I can put here my title. If I want to put image settings, I don't know which image, how it will appear. So I can put here my image. So if I want to put the style of the tab, I can add it here. Then I can save. Oh, that's all. We have nowhere we can filter the product that we want exactly. Okay, let's see what it will bring us. So if I save, those are Ajax products. If I save, I come and refresh. Let us see our page. Ajax product, did it appear though? Ajax products, it did not appear, I think, because we did not put the what? We did not put the image. So that's its own element. That's how it is. Okay, so after putting the image, then you have to add the products, I think. Yeah, you see, you have to put this tab, and then you have to modify the product. So if you see, when I click here, then I can modify the products tab. So if I click on the products tab, I can select. Oh, these are the settings that we are looking for. So I can put a title, maybe trending products or top sales. I can select the type of a slider. I can select if there'll be slider products. I can select this one to be a slider product. If there'll be grid, then there'll be in form of grid, then I'll have to put this one here in form of grid. So I can select here the design, the type of design that I want. Maybe I want this design or this design. So I can select the design of product that I want. Okay, so maybe I want this kind of design. So I'll click on save. Then the data settings, where will the data come from? That's why we are having the products we are missing. So I can say all the products should be sorted according to what? According to date. Then it will bring the latest product. I can select the product should be of a specific author, then I can put the specific author. I can select the product should be title sorted according to price. I can select the sorting type here. Then here I can filter. Okay, so if I click on filter, offset, it means that the number of products that will be shown per page. If you move your mouse over here, they'll show you the explanation. Number of products per what? Per grid. So query can use and or. So exclude, I can exclude here the product that I don't want to appear using the what? Using the product ID. Okay, and then I can sort that they should be descending or ascending, but I've not seen where I can put the specific category. I've not seen it. So if I come here to design, this is the design. If I come here to general settings, I think this is where I select all products. Okay, yeah, you see, if you select here all products, then they'll show you all products. If you want a product which are on sale, you select on sale. If you want product for best sellers, they'll bring you the products which are best sellers. A list of products, then you click on list of products, then you put a list of products by ID, specific products. If you want products by category, then you have select all products, and then you specify categories of a product that you want. Otherwise, it will display all of them. So you set these settings here, and you set the layout, whether it should be in the form of a list, whether it should be in the form of a carousel. A carousel is a slider, and then you can set other things here. Pagination, how many products should be shown per page, whether they should be allowed using lazy load or not, and then you click on save. Then this product tab will be here. You can as well modify this tab by simply clicking on it, and then to do it, you'll be able to do what? To modify it. Okay, so after you can update, I think there now they will come because I've not used all of them. Okay, so can you see, by just adding this element of what was it though, product tab, then we have these products inside our page. Can you see? Products sorted according to price. Okay, so we just added that element, and then we were able to have that product, those products inside of what? Inside our page. Okay, so we chose even the style, and we got that. So you can come and let me duplicate this, and then let me delete this element, and then I can add another element. You can come and play with other what? Let me make it 3 so that you should save time. You can come and play with other elements of WooMart. The more you play with them, the more you become experienced with them. So Ajax search, maybe here we'll have to put it will enable a user to search. We have brands, we have a countdown timer, we have a list, display a list of icons, and then you have an Instagram posts. We have team member, maybe a certain team member, and then with his information. You have a timeline, like shows the timeline of your company, how it has been performing in different years. All these are elements that we can use. Let me pick one. Let me put blog. I think this one will show a list of our blog posts that we have been posting before. This one here. You can come and set IDs and the rest and the designs that you want, and other settings, data settings. I'll just save it here. Let me put another element, play with them, and play with one by one as we're learning and understanding how each performs. We have image gallery, we have countdown timer, we have a Google Map, it gives us a Google Map, image hotspot, we have sliders. For example, if I select this slider, portfolio, we have this portfolio. It will be giving us a portfolio. of a certain member, Coroso. So if I click here, let me click on this pop-up in case we need so when someone clicks there, we should have a pop-up element. You can use this pop-up to do what? To put there. Image gallery, you have brands. So come and play with those elements. I'll not explain all of them. Okay, I'll not explain all of them. I'll just save and update because the video has become too long, and I want to save your time and other people's time. So I'll just show you the path, and it will be up to you to keep on moving. So I've updated. Let me come and refresh, and we see what is meant by the blog, the portfolio, and brands. So if you have this, can you see? These are the blog. Can you see? All the blogs have been shown in this list. Okay, the list of blogs have been displayed here. So if we set them, they could be displayed maybe in the form of grid. So here, this is our portfolio, and we can modify this portfolio as well. And then these are these are image, our brands, our brand companies, our company brands. They are here in form of Coroso. So you can come and modify and make them look better and responsive. Me, I did not take much time to modify because I use this video to do to just explain for you the basics, and I want to cover a lot. But the more time you spend here, then you can make the meaningful of these ones. So in simple terms, that's what WPbakery does for us. It makes us to create great pages in a simple way. So it means that I've created this page and I can use it anywhere inside my website. And if I come to pages, a list of pages, I'll see this one.examples here. Okay, so I'll put the link that will give you more explanation and about the WPageBakery in the description of this video, and I recommend you to follow that link and go learn more about WPageBakery. This was just an introduction and explanation of the meaning of WPageBakery or page builder of WordPress. Okay, so that's all about our today's WPageBakery. So we proceed. We are going to look at something called revolution slider. Okay, revolution slider. I'm going to be a little bit faster, so you should be more attentive here again. So what is a revolution slider? Revolution slider, these are the pages. You can see these are the pages, and our one page example is here. I can do what? Internet?
I want to put some picture there, and this one's not.
So Slider Revolution is a plugin that enables us to create great sliders. Okay, very nice sliders like the one that you've been seeing here. Okay, these ones. So we use Slider Revolution to make such sliders. So in this video, I'm going to introduce just a little bit about Slider Revolution. I'll not go so deep, but I'll just introduce the meaning of Slider Revolution. So Slider Revolution, let me come and to plugins. So if you come to plugins, so some themes, they depend on Slider Revolution. Some themes, they need Slider Revolution to have full performance. So when you're installing the theme, we did what? We also installed the plugin of Slider Revolution. Otherwise, this Slider Revolution is also a plugin. You can search it on Google, and then it is sold separately, and it is another bigger thing outside there that we use to do what? To create, you see, called Slider Revolution 6, and it is trending, and it is having 5-star, and we use it to, it is bought by 300,000 people plus. It's really great. We use it to create what? Slides inside the WordPress. So in this video, I'm inside the WordPress pages. So in this video, I'll just give you an introduction to it, and then I'll give the detailed link where you can learn more about this Slider Revolution in the description of this video. So if you're inspired, you can go and learn more about the Slider Revolution, because they are really great and they help our pages to do what? To do great things. Can you see? So okay, so that's a simple introduction, a crash course, and their website, I mean their YouTube channel is here. So if you really care, come and watch their videos, and then they'll show you A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J up to Z on how to use their their slider revolution. Otherwise, it's such a great plugin. And I'll show you just introduction on slider revolution. I'll not explain it all because another chapter, because even me, I don't know it all. Okay, so let us get started. Slider revolution. If we deactivate it, then our theme will again warn us, and this slider won't appear here. So let us look on how we get started with slider revolution. So this slider revolution, it has a what? It has its special menu option here. So if I click on it, and then I'll see its dashboard. So when you click on just slider revolution, it changes the appearance of everything. Okay, change the appearance of everything. And let us first begin by exploring on the different features that it has. Okay, here we have what we call modules. These are the slides that you have. Because you can have as many slides as possible. You can either import them from other websites or from external sources, or you create them by yourself. So those are modules. We have updates here. They are showing the section of updates in case there is an update that is required. You can find it here, and the update history and all the information about the updates you can find this section. You have activation, whether it is activated or not activated. You'll find there is the information here. For example, hours, it is not activated, it is not purchased, it is just there. So that's why we cannot get all the premium features. Can you see? We have not done anything, but still we can use it at a free cost. But it is not, if you want 100% full features of it, then you have to purchase it. Okay, and then news, there they will give you the updates and their YouTube channel and all the rest. You'll find it here in the news tab. And then the global, here you're setting the whole of it, the settings, like which person can use it, the administrator or the editor. The settings will be here. Okay, so I can close this one, and then a frequently asked question, then they'll take you to what? To their website, where you can learn more about the slider revolution. Okay, it's really interesting. So if you're inspired, you can come and learn more about slider revolution. But for me, I'll just show you the secret. So it will be up to you to either go for the secret in deep or leave it there where you got it. So those are the main tabs. So let us go back to modules where the slides are. So these are the slides that we have so far, and they will show you a little bit of them. Now if you want to see all of them, you can simply come here to show 5 per page. By default is 5 per page. Now if you want to see all the sliders, then I'll simply click here and then says see all. So when I click all, I'll see all the slides. Now you may wonder, where did these slides come from? These slides, you're not the one who created them, but they were imported to you by the theme. You can create your own if you're creative and have a specific thing that you want and have experience. You can create your own from blank. That module template you can create using a template, and then you can upload. Okay, if you can upload, say like you have some XML file for the slider revolution, you can upload as well from external, or you can use the add-ons. The add-ons, these are extra plugins that gives you more control on slider revolution. So without wasting time, for me, I'll use just this one that we imported. So how many do you have? We have around 16, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so these are different slide modules that you have, or you can create your own from scratch, no problem. So let me first see which one we should edit. Maybe I want to edit this one. Okay, So this one is for fashion. It's named fashion. It's an fashion flat. Remember, these are different templates that we imported. Okay, these are different ones. So if I want to click to edit this one, I'll simply click on edit. I can also duplicate it if I want. So if I click on edit, it will be loaded into the editor. So I'm going to show you the basics that you can use to edit, or you can create your own straight from scratch. So this is the slider that we have at this moment. So when you open, it will show you in this way. You can, we have different options that we have here. Among them, if you want to go back to all the sliders, you click here and then it will take you back to all the slides, all the sliders. If you come here, it will take you back. If you come here, it will show you different slides that you have inside this particular slides. For example, here there are 3, and that's why you can see the 2 of them here. So if I click here, it will load for me the second slide of this slider, and then you see I have this one. That's the one on the second one. So if I click on this first one, it will load the first one here. Okay, and then that one you can switch it. You can even use this one to add another layer. Okay, to add another slide. Okay, so we have what we call layers. Layers, these are elements that we add into the slider itself. Among the layers that we have text. So this text, you have quick text and headline text. So these texts are these things that we see here. Those are what we call layers. So if you want to add something here, you simply come here, add layer. You can add your own text. So when you click on add quick text, then they'll bring you here a place where you can add. So you see, if I click on this layer, I'll be able to do what? To edit. So I can put here maybe new, or I can put I double click on it to edit, or I click and then say edit content, and then I'll be able to type. New cells. So when I click on it on this layer, I'll see other possible option that I can do on this layer. So if I double click on it, I can change other possible option. I can change the font. I can change the font style here. Okay, I can resize it. Okay, now if I right click on it, I'll see also other option to duplicate it, whether it should be hidden and on the rest. Then another important thing, this layer, if I click on it, I'll see it on this timeline. Okay, so this timeline help us to organize when this layer it should be introduced inside the slider. So I can move it, maybe you see even the second number of seconds are here. I can say maybe it should stay for this long while it is being moved inside. I can move it maybe in front, maybe it should move in here at this point. That's when it should come, and then I can double click on it or right click on it to modify other things. So if I move, sorry, what am I doing? Okay, double click on the layer. Okay, so this layer, so I can change also the animation here, the content, and then the shadow and all the rest. You can change all the information about the font at this point. Okay, so the animation, you can change it at this point. Animation, this one, right click on it, does not bring the options. So there's a place where you can change the animation, how it should be animated when it comes. And I'm going to show you that one. Layer scaling, that one, and do how to look like on the tablet and how to look like on the mobile phone. So if you want to see how to look like on a notepad, all things you can, if you want to hide it in a notepad or in a notepad, then you can hide it at this point. Okay, and hide it on a tablet, hide it on a desktop. You can hide them at this point, either to leave it on or as hidden. So if I click here, if I double click here, I'll see also options that I can do with this layer. So if I click on this one, I'll see layer. So these layers are elements that we have. So you see this one will come after this. So if I want this one to come first and then this one follow, then it means I'll have to extend it. So if I click on it, and then I'll see other options for it. Okay, so if I click on it, then I can see, as well as I click and then I see other options: edit the content itself, the style, the best style, the advanced style, and then the hover, when someone moves the mouse over, what should happen, and the size and the position, then responsiveness, then the animation. I can edit the animation at this point, and then on scroll, how it should how should behave on when someone is scrolling. So if I want to close the information about this one, I simply click on this close, and then it will bring me other information that I can do. For example, the animations, all of them, they're here. So you can edit the content, the style, and all the rest at this point. The visibility and the attributes and the CSS. If you want to write your own CSS, you can put them at this point. So the animation, how long it should take, the duration, when it should start, and the animation style. Yeah, this is what I wanted to show you. The animation style, you can change it at this point, whether it should be drop in, whether it should be animated in, float in. All these animation styles, they are here. You can change them at this point, whether it should be slow or sinus, some kind of animation. So animations, they are here. You can set the advanced and this advanced. You can set how it should appear per character, per word, per line. That will be inside what? Inside the advanced setting. This is the basic setting. This is the what? The advanced setting. So if you want to preview your slide before you save it, you simply click on preview, then they'll load it for you, and then they'll show you how it will behave. Okay, so you see, that is our slide, and then the cells comes last, because if you see, if I close here, you see cells. So if I click here, then to show me element that at this point, and you can see this this new element that we added, this one, it is coming at last. Can you see? After others have come, then this one comes at what? Comes at last. Okay, so I can click on preview, then you see to load, and then the cells is coming at last, and it is having the fading effect. So if I click on this next slide, then it is sliding like this. So I will if I click on this, it will show me what it look like on the mobile phone. It will show me what it look like on the iPad, and as well on the what? As well as on the desktop. Okay, so I can you can come and play more with these. You can add more elements. I added just one element, but the other elements that you can add images. You have seen slides which have images. You can add images either from library or external. You can add buttons. You've seen slides which have buttons, action buttons. Then you can add you can add a shape. You can add videos. These videos can be external videos or within videos. You can add audio inside the slider. You can add even a row, like the way you have been doing, and then you organize your content there. You can add a group of elements, and then also a media, a layer of library. Okay, so these are different possible elements that you can add in a slider. For example, how to add an image. So I simply click there and say I want the image from a WordPress library. Then they'll load for me the library. And then maybe if I want this image in my slider, I will just insert it, and then that image will come, and then I'll be able to do to resize it. Okay, so when I double click on this image, I'll be able to change it. But if I click on it, I'll see different options that can be done on this image. Among them, first of all, the timeline, how long it should take to come. And when should it come? The timeline is here. Okay, so the timeline, I have to move it when I want it to enter in. So that is the timeline. So if I double click in free space, they show me the whole content. So if I double click on this image, I'll see the possibility to change it. And let me go back. If I want to bring it in front, maybe it should come last. I can move it anywhere I want. Maybe when others are moving, it should also enter in. I can change the size, I mean the number, the time it should take when it is entering. So if I click on it, then I'll be able to see different styles, I mean different options that I can set on this particular item. So I can set the animation style. So the loading style, maybe you should have lazy loading. The animation style, I mean the source, whether it should be thumbnail or it should be large image or it should be full. I can set the source. I can set whether it should cover the whole page. So I can set, I want to see where there is animation. You see here it's about the layer, it's about the animation. So I can select how it should animate. Maybe it should have no repeat. The source is library, of course. I want to change the animation. I should animate when it is entering. Let's load. Doesn't it have animation? I cannot see it. I can't see the animation on this image, but they have animation also. So save time, I'll not sleep there. So this means that this image will enter when others are still entering. It will also come in. So if I click on preview to process, and then you see the preview, it will come, and then our image will also fade in on that point. And on full screen, it will be like this. So when someone clicks here, it will come, and when someone click on this one, it will do what? It will come like this. Okay, so I can cause this one. Now this after you create these slides, you can create as many slides as possible, or you can recreate, or you can edit other slides and modify them. You can create here the action that should happen if someone clicks, if someone hovers over the mouse, the animation type. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. Animation, whether it should fade in or fade out. The animation type, it is here. Okay, when someone clicks, what should happen, which link should be taken, he should be taken to. All this information, you can set them at this point. Now the most important part, when you're done with setting this slide, you have to save, and then this slide, they'll give it a code, and that code is the one that will insert inside your website or inside your website page, and then you'll be able to do what? To reuse or to use that slide. So I'm going to exit here. How do you exit though? So I simply click here on dashboard, or click here on back, and then I'll not save, and I'll try to get another slide. And each slide has its own has its own code, and that code is the one that you do that you use to so I'll say all of them, they should be shown. That code is the one that we use to insert inside our inside our page. So without wasting time, we shall go to our website and then try to make our website to look like that of demo content. Since you have got introduction to animations, to the slides, I'll give the links to the video where you can learn more details about the WordPress slides. So you can come and you can visit those links and go and learn more about these slides. But at this moment, I'll stop from there. Now let's go to our video, to our website, and start mimicking the original demo content website. I've covered the WP page editor as well as the Revolution slide plugins. Those are the plugins that we've covered. So I'll come to my website. This is my website. I installed the electronic demo content, and let us see the original electronic demo content. This is the original electronic demo content, and this is how things look great. Okay, so our task is to make our website look like this one. Okay, so this one is too simple. Let me look for another one which is a bit complicated. Okay, and maybe can do this. Let me see the one which has let me look at this one. Let me see all the demos. I want us to make the same website as that one inside the what? Inside the demo content. So I'm looking for the one which is a little bit complicated, and I cannot see it. All of them, they are too simple. So which one should I do? Which one should I do? Should I do this? I want the one which has a slider, and I see all of them, they are too simple to mimic. Black Friday. Let's see this one. They have a slider, yes. They have top products here. They have these products, images. This one's also too simple. I want us to make a website that will look exactly like the one we have. Okay, so let us just stay focused. This is the retailer. It's also too simple. So to let us just stay focused on our own website. We're going to make this one maybe, but this one is also still simple. It's just in dark mode. Okay, so just to save time, I'm going to stay. We're going to make a website like our website is going to look exactly like that of electronics. Okay, where's electronics? I think electronics is here. Okay, so we're going to mimic this one. Ours does not look exactly like the other. Now we're going to make ours to look exactly like this one. We're going to try to make it look exactly like this one. So we begin from this top part. We can see that day I showed you how to change this one to original. You know, at beginning these images were blurred. Okay, they were kind of blurred, and I showed you how to make original ones. Okay, so if you forgot, let me show you how you do it. First of all, we begin by editing the page. Okay, now this is our slider. It's not part of our page, so we need to know the slider that we are using or that we are having here. Then after knowing the slider, then we modify and put their original images. Okay, let me do it again. I'm going to repeat it again, okay, because in the previous video I showed you how to do it. So I'll begin by clicking on edit page with WP page builder. So this page, I told you that we can either use the back end or the front end. So if I click on edit page, here we have two options, either edit page. So if I click on edit page, I will have the page just in the WordPress Gutenberg editor, the one that we have. And WordPress, if I click on classic, then WordPress will show us this thing that we don't understand. So if I click on backend editor, it will bring me the backend editor. The backend editor is good. It has its advantages and disadvantages. Backend editor, we will not see what is happening. We just see the structure, the blueprint, as you can see here. We just see the structure until you go to the real page, and then we'll be able to do what? To see what is happening in reality. So we have another one called front end editor. That one I did not show you in the explanation that I was giving you. So this front end editor, you will edit directly, visually, as you're seeing the results. But this one is always slower compared to the what? To the back end editor. So as you're learning, in your learning process, I recommend you to begin with the back-end editor, and then after you get used with the back-end editor, then you can go to front-end editor. And you get used to back-end editor, you'll see just the front-end editor, even though it gives you visual representation of editing, but it is just too slow. But you can use any that you think is a simpler for you. So you see here I'm in editing mode of front end editor. Okay, I clicked on the front end editor, but you see I see something and I'm able to edit directly. Here I will edit the page in back end, but I will not see it until I go to the page and refresh it. So it depends on you which one is simpler. So since we use this one in the previous explanation, can you see the rows that we are talking about, the column that we're talking about, the elements that we're talking about is what they are also using to create the pages. You can also use it to create your own pages from scratch. So I'll come back here and then we begin with the slider. So you can see here the element that is being used here is the slider, okay, is the slider revolution 6. As likewise here you can see we are using slider revolution 6. It is an element that we entered. Remember, when you click here on element, we have an option of element of slider revolution 6. So what we're going to do, we are going to edit it. We are going to see which slider revolution 6 was really entered here, because you remember we have these slider revolution 6 sliders created separately in a separate plugin, like the one I showed you just right now. Okay, so to do that, I simply click here, and then if I click on edit here, it will take me straight to the slide and you'll be able to edit. But if I want to see which slider was used, I simply click on this modify. So not here. I'll simply click on what? On this edit, it will take us straight. I'll simply click on this edit. It is taking us straight to the slider. I wanted to show you, like, in case you want to change it. Okay, so in case you want to change it, you can simply, for example, I want to add a new one. I can simply click on this add, and then I click on slider resolution 6, and then I'll be able to select the one that I want. So if I want this one, I'll select the one that I want. If I want this one, I just simply click on add, and then they'll add it for me here. So you see, this one we created them separately, remember, and we are able to do what? To add them. So without wasting time, I just close this one. And if I want to edit this one, I want to change its pictures. Okay, I want to change the pictures to clear pictures. I'll simply click on this edit, and then they'll take me to where? To the specific slide that I want to do what? To edit. Remember, this slide we created them before. Or you imported them before, and they are edited separately. Let me just pause this one here and I show you where they are. I just remind you, these slides, you can find them here. A revolution slider, because it's a different and a separate plugin. And if you see the name of this slider, it is what? It is the electronic slider. Okay, it is the electronic slider. So it means that if you come here to our sliders, you'll find that electronic slider here. Electronic slider, they are arranged, I think, in alphabetical order. Electronic slider, it is here. It is already there, so you can modify it even without going through the theme. If you know the real slider name that you use, or you can pass through the page editor and then go and modify it. It's just all the same. So these are the sliders, all of them, they are here separated, and this is for solid food. I saw one person was using solid food and it was like, I cannot modify. So you had to modify the slider first from this point. Okay, so every demo content has its own slider. Okay, so I will close this and come back to edit. So we talked about elements of a slider, and remember, here we have a button. So it means that if we click here, we can be able to do what? To modify this button. So if I right click on it, and then I'll see edit and edit content. So I can change the content. Instead of 799, I can make it 688. Okay, or 600. So when I change this one, then this button also be changed. I can add an icon on a button. I can modify just some basic modification. Okay, I can make this content in a button to be centered. You see, I can play with this button. Okay, I can decide when I click on this button, remember, so after I have to save, and I can close this content here on the content layout. So I can come back here to see the options of this button. So if I click on this button, I'll see where it is positioned. I can see, if I double click on this button, I'll see where it is positioned inside my inside my timeline. I can modify even when this button should kick in. Can you see? I can say this button should kick in at this point, or it should kick in here. So you can modify by moving it in different ways. So if I preview, can you see? Our button will kick in at last. Okay, so it is up to you. You can modify the style and everything. So it is up to you how you want your button to look like, and then you can change. So I will come to the text. If I want to change this text, so I can say, if I double click on it, I can say I can just delete even without clicking. You can as well, you delete it right from here. So I can put brand new headphones. Of course, everything. Brand new headphones. I can put Beats. Brand new Beats. Beast or Beats. Beast headphones. I don't know the exact name. Brand new Beast headphones. So if I do that and then update, then it will come there. So maybe I want this one to come a little bit down. You can even don't just be free to modify it. I can make this text to be there. So the big thing is just to have the template in place. So you can also choose when the text should kick in. Now the most important part, we say that we want our website to look like this. So that some images that you had were blurred. Okay, they were in form of blur. So if I want to change this image, if it was blurred and I want to change it, so I'll have to double click on it. Then I'll be given opportunity to change this image. So I can change this image to whatever I want. You see, before I was having the blurred image, so I was able to edit it. So I'll come and download this image. So I'll come to this image, right click on it, and then say save image. There I have it. Can you see? I have this image. So I'll come and drag and drop this image. Remember, I double clicked in on it first, then I say insert, then this image will be replaced with the one that I've just uploaded. So if I want to change this one, I'll double click on it. I can even resize it if I want, but since we want just to maintain the same thing to look the same, okay, so I'll just simply double click on it, and then double click on it, and then I'll be given ability to change this image. So if mine was blurred before, I'll come to the original content and save this, save the image that I want, and then come drag and drop it here, and then I save or insert that image inside the slider. And then if I save, then it means that that image has been changed. So we don't have only one slider, we have many sliders. We have many slides. There's a slider and a slides. Okay, so top smartphone, top brand new phone. I've just repeated myself. Can even make this one look here. Can organize it. Okay. I can save, so I can save when they should kick in, but it shouldn't be that crazy, too much craziness. Okay, so I can save. But remember, we have different slides, not sliders. This is the first page, but remember, we have the second page also. So I'll come and save this second page image, save the image. Okay, but when you make a real shop, don't save other people's image. You have to use your own image. So I'll come and change to the second slide by simply clicking on slide 2. Okay, and then I double click on this one. Okay, you see what I did, right? I click on slide 2, then I'll come and paste that slide there. I'll change the image and put the image that I want, and then I'll have edited the second slide. Okay, so I can also change the name if I want to. I can change the color to the color of my company, branding colors, and all the rest. So after, I have to save, and after saving, then it means that if I come to my main website, if I want to exit, you exit from here. I'll put the full link of full details about this revolution slider if you want to read more about it. So if I open this one, new tab, and see my slider, so it is loading. So you can see our images are no longer blurred like the way they are before. Right now the images are a bit more clear than before. That is great. So our first part is over. This part of slider, you have learned how to do what? How to change it. So we proceed. We go to this part of what? This part of images, other parts of images. So I'll close this one. So of course you'll need to go out to edit the page, and I remember I'll not close the page, the place where I'm editing from. So I'll close this slide part, and I hope you've learned how to do it. So I'll come to the part of, you can also change this slide if you want to. I'll come to the what? To the part of editing the what? The page. So if you're using the front end editor, you don't need this one. I'll close this one. If you're using the front end editor, you'll simply come here to front end editor. You can see. So I think you may like front end editor. If you're a beginner, you may like it, but when you become an expert, you'll be using the back end editor. I'm telling you, when you become an expert, you'll be using the back end editor. But if you're a beginner, you'll just see things you can edit directly. Okay, so since we are beginners, let's use just the front end editor. So this image is what? Is blurred. Okay, this image is what? Is blurred. So we need to put a clear image as this one. Okay, so I'll first save. Can I save this image? No. So I want to change this image. So to change the image, will I click here? So if I click here, let's see if you have the option of this image. Yeah, I think yes. Can you see? That's the image. That's the image that we want to change. It is so blurred. So if I click on it itself, if I click on plus, they'll show me the image here, and it is here, a blurred image because it's a cooperated image. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to download this original image. Okay, I'm going to download this original image. How did I reach here? I simply click on edit, and then I modified here. So after, I will have to change the image, but I want to download this image. Remember, it's a background image, so I can not simply download it. So I'm going to show you how to download background image. There are different ways how you can download background images. You can use plugins, or you can use another tricky way of doing things. So let me show you how to download background images. So to download background images, you right click on it, and then you click on inspect element, and then you remove back from this mobile version, and then you move your mouse over the image. You click on this one, click on this, select element inspection. You move your mouse over the image that you want to download, click on it, and then you'll see the background link. Where is it? I hope not all that you are always the same to download. I hope you'll see it here. So if you're not good at CSS, it may confuse you. The background image is here. Can you see? The link is here. Okay, so I'll just click on this link, and then I just right click on it. You see, right click on it. So this is the smaller version. I think they're in different versions. There's a bigger one and a smaller one. I think they're the same. So right click on it, and then say what is it? Click on edit attribute. So when you click on edit attribute, you'll be able to edit it. So complicated. I'll show you the other way also, the simpler way. Copy link address, I think. Copy link address, then open a new tab, and then try to paste that link here. There we have it. Save. Those who don't do computer will be a little bit complicated. Okay, so I have that image. Okay, That's one way of downloading it. I'll show you another way how you can get it. Okay, so I have that full image. That is for the first one is the biggest one, which one the biggest? I think the first one is the biggest one, which has full width, and then the last one is the smallest one. Okay, how did I reach there though? I just simply right click on the image itself and say inspect. So when I click on inspect, then you expand some things here. Go on top of the image, as you're seeing here. You see here, you watch here, you see where you leave the image, and then you click there on the banner image, then double click, and then you say edit. Or you right click on it and then say copy. No, double click on it. Okay, if you double click on it, you'll be able to do what? To copy the link of the image. Or you double click on this where you can, when you move over, then they show it you, and then click there and then say copy link address. Then open new tab, then paste there the link address, and then save this image. Right click and say save image. That's how you download the background image. Another way to download the background image, you use a plugin. I think it is I have it here. This plugin. So if you click on this plugin, is it the one though? Let me first refresh. You put a plugin in your Google Chrome. If you fail to use the other way that I've shown you, you add an image download plugin. I think it is this one. Okay, so when you click on this one, it will bring you all the images that are inside your website. I think this is the simpler one. I should show you how to download it. Okay, so this plugin is called Image Downloader. Just come and search it on internet and say image, not plugin for WordPress. It's just plugin for Google Chrome. Image downloader Chrome plugin or extension, Chrome extension. Okay, so I think there are different ones. There are many of them. I'll put this one that I use inside my on the description of this video. I think this one. Can you see? Image downloader is having 900 users already. It is installed in my site, inside my website. So I'll put this link on the description of this video so that you can simply click and then install it. So if you have this image download, you can download any image in a website. Just simply click on it, and then to bring all the images, the background images, the foreground images, all the images, it will bring them here, and you'll be able to do what? To download them and use them. You see, I've been suffering with these other images, yet I could just click on that. You see, these images here that I've been looking for. All the image in a simple way without even hassle. So if I want the image, for example this one, I'm going to need this one. Okay, so it is here. I just simply click here, tap, then it will be downloaded. Okay, so let's come. We want to change the what? We want to change this image. So I'll click on edit banner, and when I click on edit banner, I will this video has been too long. I will be able to do what? To remove this image and change it. So I click on this change image, and then I'll drag and drop the image that I've just downloaded, and then when I drag and drop it, remove this blurred one and then put this original one. So I save, and then when I save this image, I click here. I can change even the banner style, but at this moment we don't need to change anything. Okay, you have to leave everything the way it is so that our website should look like the one in the demo. So when I click on save, it will be updated. You see, it looks clear. That's beautiful. So we change this one also, the one computer, this one of computer. So I'll just do this. So likewise, those who are using different demo content, you'll also put that plugin to the simpler one, I think, to download the image. It doesn't need programming language. So I'll update the image and then do this and then save. So if you didn't know WP Builder, you wouldn't reach this point. Okay, so these products, I used some other different products. So if you want to change the product image, of course you have to edit the product, not here, and that's the task that we did previously, to first change the product's images. So I believe your product's images, for them, they are okay. So I'll not stay on the product images because we have already done how to change the product images. What I'm doing, I'm just changing the image content. Okay, so if you see, if I refresh here, now our images, okay, sorry, our images are now okay. The images are now clear. This one, these two. So you proceed, you can change this text. Remember, you can change the text if you want to. So if it is in Francais, then you write your Francais here. The Francais here. Leather, le classe, whatever. You can even put some simple HTML, like this is bolding a HTML. You can set how it should look like. So the more you play with it, the more you become experienced with it. Can you see? This is just a row, like the way we talked about. You can even change the layout, the row, you can duplicate it, etc. But at this moment, we shall leave it the way it is. This is a button. So this is which element type is this one? Remember, these are just elements. Okay, they are nothing but elements. This is Ajax products. Remember when you looked at Ajax product tabs in our example page? So this is just, they just added it here, and then we have Ajax element tab here. And I showed you how to change these product images already. So we come here. These are not products, so it means these are images, and we can edit them, but they are separate. Can you see? They are separate. So I need to edit one by one. So I'll click on this one, banner promo, and then I'll come and save this image. Where is it? This one is blurred. Okay, so I'll come and change this image. So I'll just simply come and click here. Nope, that's the wrong one. On this plugin extension, then I'll come, I want this image. I want which image? I want this one. Okay, this one. So I'll come, I will come. Oh, don't you think I've passed on it? Okay, I think no. They're just earphones. I think it is here. Okay, so I'll download this, and then after downloading, I'll come and click here, and then I drag and drop it here, and then I click on set image. Okay, so when I say save, then this one will be saved here as a new image, which is super clear. I'll do the same here. Red, iPhone red. I think this one is clear. They look clear. Oh, no, this is not our website. Ours is blurred. Can you see? I thought that this is my website. Okay, so I will come and click on the image downloader plugin extension. It can download any sheet. So I click on it, and then I want this red apple icon. Image. Where is it? Come. I think this one. So I'll download it. I'll load this black one, and then this watch. All of them I downloaded them one. This is the apple one. This is the black one. This is the watch. So after doing that, I'll come and change the red one. I'll come, drag and drop it. After drag and drop it there, I just say set image. Boom, it's going to be clear. I say save. I come to this one, I close. I come to this one, I modify it, and then click on the plus, and then I come and drag and drop it here, and then I say set image. Then the last one is this one. So you see, they're becoming clear. And then the last one is this watch, and then I'll come here, and then click on this plus, and then change the watch, and then I put a clear one, and then I will have to save. And when I save, I have such a clear watch, Apple Watch. Okay, so by doing this, we have a clear section of this part. So these ones are blog posts, and you know how to edit blog posts, and you know how to change the images of blog posts. This one is a banner also, so I have to change this banner image. So I'll have to come and download this banner image of this image. So I click here, and then look for this mouse. I'll look for that mouse. That's what you have to do also. So this mouse is here, and then I'll download it. You can even download all at once if you want to. So I'll download it. It has come. Then I'll come and click on plus, and then drag and drop this mouse here, and then click on set image. Oh, which one did I set? I downloaded the wrong one. I downloaded the wrong one. Okay, here it is. Do you click on top or on bottom? I think it's this one. No, I think on top. How do I see? Yeah, you click on top, not on the bottom. So click on plus, and then come and drag and drop it, and then click on save, and then I click on save, and then I'll have my layout with updated image. So I'll close. So we'll do the same for this one. You have to modify it, so you will also do the same. So to save the time in this video, I've shown you the most basic concept that you'll have to do. Okay, so I'll just stop from here because I have to save your time. So also the blog posts, you'll have to edit them, so I'll have to update my page. Don't forget to update my page, and this I'm using the front end editor. So if I close, then my page will look like kind of this one. The slider images, I've shown you how to do what, how to modify them. You see, my slider images are super clear now. They are clear, and they are clear. Then these images are also clear, and then have these ones, though they are not the same ones here, but these are products. You just edit a product. You go to a product and then you edit it. Just click on a product, and then you click on edit product. Then you'll be able to do what, to change the product itself. Okay, to change the product by clicking on what, on edit product. So you do the same for the products. You see these ones are looking, they are looking clear, just like the demo content. Okay, just like the what, like the demo content here. So you have also to change the background. Oh, something I forgot to tell you. This background, can you see this beats background in the background? That one also you have to change it. You have to change it. When you go to edit mode, you'll see an option where there's a background of a certain row. So you'll have to download this image background and also do what, you change it also if you're using the same demo content. So the most important thing that I would like to show you is how do you change now for what, for blog posts. These are just blog posts. So okay, for example, I want to change this one. I just simply click on this blog post, and I'll also come to my blog post here on the bottom, click on this blog post, and then after clicking on the blog post, I will come and save this image. Okay, no, this is not the same image that you have on that blog post. They are not showing the featured image, which is okay. I can use this one. Okay, so save this image, and then I come to my blog post. Remember, this is the blog post. You know the difference between a blog post and a what, and the e-commerce e-commerce product. So this is a blog post, so I'll have to do what, to edit this blog post. I can either edit directly, or I can just click on edit if I want to change the what, the thumbnail image of this one. So if I want to change the thumbnail image, I'll just come to this side and change this thumbnail image here from this point. You know that. So I'll just drag and drop it here, and then I'll have that blog post with the thumbnail which is updated. So I'll click on save, and then I click on save. The thumbnail will be updated. Now this blog post, look, you see how it looks like Chinese thing that we don't understand. Why? Because they use what, WP page editor, but here we're in WordPress editor. If you click on the edit post without WP, then it will show you this kind of information. If you want to go to front end editor, simply click here. So when you click on front end editor, you will be able to do what, to edit your post using WP page builder, and then you can change anything inside the what, inside the blog post. Front editor, I told you, is always slow. But if I come here to my WooMat main home page, and if I go back, scroll to bottom, if I scroll to bottom, you'll see, what is the blog post? The blog post, did I update it? It was supposed to have changed. The thumbnail is supposed to have changed, but I don't know why the thumbnail did not change. So if I refresh, the thumbnail is supposed to change. Okay, the thumbnail will change to what? To what I edited it, or what I saved it to. Okay, so we'll also do for the blog post and change their thumbnails, as well as the content inside the blog post using WP page editor. So for example, you see with this one, I'm able to edit this one. I'm able to change the image. This one is the what? Is the thumbnail. I did not save. Okay, I did not save. That's why the thumbnail did not change. Okay, can I set this one here? I cannot change the settings of the image until I go back to what? To the WordPress editor. Then I can change the what? The images. But here I can edit this, and then I will be able to do what? To change the raw information. If I want to change these images, I just simply click on product images, and then I'll be able to do what? To change the product images that I want to do what? To appear. So if this product they already have images, if this product they already have images that are displaying here, or if those categories they have images that are displaying here, then the images will automatically be brought there. For example, this is image gallery, and I'm able to do what? To change them according to this feature of WP page builder. So without wasting much time, today we have learned how to, let me update. Today we have learned how to do what? We've got introduction to WP page builder or WPbakery builder. We have got an introduction to sliders, revolutionary slider, and some more information on how to use them in a basic way. So if you want to go in advanced how to use WP page builder, I'll put the link that will take you to full tutorials on how you can learn how to use WP page builder in the description of this video. Also, likewise to slide revolution. If you want to also to go deep in slide revolution, I'll also put the link that in the description of this video where that you can follow and learn more about slide revolution. So at this point, I'll stop from here, and you should challenge yourself and try to make exact looking website like that in the demo content by removing the images which are blurred, which came with our website, this kind of images, and make them be like this. So by doing that, you'll get enough experience of how to build websites using WP page builder. How to do something like this. This one you can just change this image, and it's already there. It's already there. Okay, it's already there in our e-commerce website. It's already there, but all what is needed is to do what? Is to change its image. So for this point, we shall stop from here, and let us meet in the next video, where we'll now conclude all what we've covered, such as changing the footer settings and changing the footer information. Remember, I've not looked at the menu. How do you change this menu information? How do you change these images inside the menu? For example, this image is blurred. How do you change them? How do you modify your menu? How do you put the menu links? All that we shall look them in the next video. Also the footer, how do you change the remaining information about the WooMart website, theme. We shall look at all those in the next video, and we'll conclude. Remember, we have not also looked at this. I thought that this video will be shorter, that we'll look at all of them, but it has been too long. I'll show you how to modify and put these images. This is in a single shop. I'll show you how to do what? How to filter using the colors. I'll show you how to do that. I'll show you how to filter using the price, how we can set that, because we have not reached that point. We did not reach that side. So in the next video, I'll also show you, maybe if you want to see a certain specific brand product, I'll show you how to do that. Maybe when you're placing an order or when you're viewing a single product, how you can select a specific product with its respective image. I'll show you how to do that in the next video. In fact, in the next video, I'll make sure that I conclude everything about the wool mat, and we'll be able to move on with other themes and other parts of WordPress websites. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video, and I hope you won't miss.